Hey guys, welcome back. So guys, we are continuing our Laravel 9 e-commerce series. And now guys, in this video, we are going to make a checkout option. So guys, we will be designing a checkout form. So I have just written a small post on this, and here is a view guys, how it's going to look, our checkout form, and here is the source code for the checkout form design. Perfect. So now guys, let's get started with integrating the checkout form and creating a Livewire component for the checkout. Okay. So guys, let's get started. So first let's move to our editor and let me close everything. Done. And now guys, first let's move to routes and web.php, and you need to move at the middleware auth of route, and here where you have your wish list, cart, and there only you'll be having your checkout also. So let's copy and paste guys, Control C and Control V, and create the option as checkout. And then guys, you need to create a checkout controller. So let's create one checkout controller. So first you need to comment and then create a controller guys. So open your terminal, control plus tilde symbol, so which is above the tab. And now guys, let's type php artisan make colon controller where checkout controller. So we are not going directly checkout controller, we are moving inside the front end and then going to checkout. So let's type front end / checkout controller, hit enter. You see controller created successfully. Let's uncomment this guys and let's move to this front end checkout controller. Okay, so you just need to move at app http controller where front end, and inside front end we have a checkout controller. Cool. And now guys, on this route you see that we are going to checkout at the checkout controller to which function? It's index. So let's copy this and just create one index function. So create a function name, function index, and we don't require any type, so just remove that, and you need to return and view the form. So let's go inside front end folder dot checkout folder dot index blade file. Okay, so let's create a checkout folder guys. First let's move below and you go to resource views and you move to front end, where inside front end you need to create one folder with the name checkout. So checkout, so make sure your spelling is correct, checkout, and inside this you need to create one file with the name index.blade.php. Hit enter. All set guys, done. And now let's extend the layouts, so we can just copy from the cart index file. So let me copy it, Control A, everything copy, let's Control W to close the file and just paste it. Done guys. And now let's change the title to checkout, and we are going to the Livewire component. So we don't have right now, so what we can do, let us comment this and check checkout page. Okay, so now let's refresh and check. So you need to go to checkout page first, and you see that we are on the checkout. Perfect. So now guys, let's create a Livewire component for this checkout. PHP artisan make colon Livewire space, where you will be moving inside front end folder. Okay, so let's go to that Livewire. Inside Livewire we have a front end folder, and then you can create a checkout. So let's go to front end / one checkout folder. Inside that checkout folder I want the checkout show. Okay, so guys, you can see that class and view is created for our Livewire component in the checkout. Now you go to your checkout show, and here is your render file. So let's copy this path guys and just get back to your index blade of your checkout. Add this Livewire component. Let's remove this and just paste this, and you need to remove this Livewire. That's it. So Livewire colon your path of your normal blade file. Okay, and you move directly to your blade file guys. So either you reach from here, or else you can go from your show.php Livewire component. If you click here, you just reach to that blade file. It's the same. So now you can Control X and paste here and just remove it and tell checkout page with Livewire. Save it, refresh. Done guys. So you are on the checkout Livewire. Perfect. So now guys, let's get back to our template and just copy and paste it. So we are using Bootstrap guys, so make sure you are have integrated your Bootstrap. Let's copy the code, copy and paste back. Let's remove this, paste it. So guys, here you see that we have a checkout heading, and this is for the total of your item, and then your form starts here. Okay, so this is the row of your form, where I don't need a form. We are using Livewire, so we do not require any form tags. And now guys, let's see the output once. So you get back. Before pasting it, you just make sure you are adding the CSS. I have already added guys, and now let's refresh. So you see guys that checkout of your total amount item, and here is some data and your form. As simple guys. And if you click on cash on delivery, you get this option, and here you see online payment, you get this option. Okay, so both are available. Done guys. And now let's begin with the coding part. Okay, so now guys, let's get started on this item total amount. So let's get back to our editor, and first up guys, let's move to our Livewire component, which is known as like controller. And now here let's create one function, and this function we will name as total product amount. Okay, so total product amount, and we are not getting any type of request. And inside this we have to create one variable called cart, crt carts. Okay, let me declare the variable here. So you need to add $carts, and inside this carts, where equal to your cart model, cart : where condition, and just get all the data. Okay, so of which user you are getting, the authenticated user. So I just add user ID from the column, and your authenticated logged in user. Okay, logged in user ID, we are checking it. So we are checking and just storing the data. And now guys, let's loop the cart for each, and here we are going to get the $this of cart, and we don't require a key. Just remove this key, it's not required. And here we will tell cart item, and we will take this cart item. And so from this cart item, go to your product relationship. Okay, products table, and get the selling price, and just multiply your cart item which you have stored the quantity. Okay, and now you get all the data multiplied here, and we need to store in one variable. So guys, let's create another variable here, total product amount. Okay, so let's create total product amount. All set guys, let's copy this variable, just copy that and paste here, equal to, and just add plus equal to. Okay, so all the value it calculates and make the total amount here. Okay, you just need to add here this of your total amount. And now guys, we are going to return this whatever calculated total amount is done. Perfect. So now guys, what we have to do, when the page loads, we need to call this function. So you can redeclare the variable here, and so let's copy this function name guys and paste here. Done. $this of total product amount function you are calling and storing in this variable. and this variable you need to send in the front end. So let's declare array and let's send the same variable. Okay, copy it and paste here, arrow of your got data. Okay, so whatever you have got the data, you need to paste it. All set guys, and let me just close this terminal, not required. And now let's copy this variable and just go in the blade file, Livewire blade file, and here is our item total amount. And the amount we are showing here, let's double curly brace and just paste the variable. Either your $total product amount you can use in this way also, so it's fine anyway. And now guys, let's save and check the output. So refresh here. Oops, I think we have to import the models guys. Let's get back to checkout show. Here you see we are using this cart model, right? We need to import that model first. So import the cart class model. Okay, so it's imported. And yep, now let's get back again. Perfect. So guys, we have got 1596. That is a total amount. So if you want, you can just check out in the checkout page, cart page. The cart page, we see that total here 1596. So that same amount has come over here. Done guys. And now let's begin with the form part. So to begin with the form part, we need to create some table, migration. Done. So guys, let's begin with creating the order table and order items table first. So just use PHP artisan make : migration create orders table. Hit enter. Created migration. And now let's move to that table guys first. So database, migration, and your orders table. And now here you scroll, let's click, and now guys, let's create the column fields. So $table of first I am going to take user ID, copy and paste, and just change this to string, and let's add a tracking number, copy and paste again, and next will be the username or full name. So it's going to be string, and just add full name. Okay, again copy and paste, and next will be the email. So just add a string, copy and paste, and then phone. So phone number you are taking it, and then a pin code, finally address. So this is going to be medium text. All set guys. Let me close this terminal first. Let's copy and paste. Here will be the status message, and here let's add the payment mode guys. So payment mode, and let's copy and paste again, and here will be the payment ID. So this payment ID, for like cash on delivery, we don't have any payment ID, so you can accept as nullable. So now guys, let's create another table. So we need the order items table. Open your terminal, PHP artisan make : migration create underscore order items table. Okay, table. Hit enter. Perfect. So order items created, and now let's create the other fields also. So $table of integer function order underscore ID. Okay, so order table ID, this table what we have created now, this order table ID you are taking and storing here. Okay, and yep, second will be the product ID. So product ID from the cart table, and it's an integer only. So same guys, and now next will be your color ID, and this is going to be nullable function. Okay, the quantity, so quantity, and again paste, and here price you are going to store. Okay, so now guys, let's migrate this both tables. All set. PHP artisan migrate. Hit enter. Cool. So both the tables are migrated, guys. And now let's create the model for this both table. PHP artisan make colon model, and this model is going to be order. Okay, all set. Hit enter, and your model created successfully. So yep, let's move back to the app models and your order.php. Okay, so order.php is here. And now guys, let's add the table. So it's orders table, and now let's add all the fields. $fillable. Inside this fillable you add all your remaining fields. Let me, yep, here you paste. So what we can do, let me just get back on the orders table. So I'm on the orders table, and these are the fields, guys. So let me just use Control DDD and use a shortcut. Just copy this with the single quotes. So just copy that and get back to order.php and paste here. Let's paste it. And you need to give comma, guys, for each all set. And now guys, let's create the model for another, that your order items. Okay, so just use arrow top function order item. Okay, hit enter. Done. Your order items model. And same way we need to link the table protected $table equal to your table name. Let me copy it, table name. Here it comes, order items, and paste here. And now next for the fillables, protected $fillable equal to inside array, and yep, let's go to order items. Here you copy. Let's again use the shortcut to copy, guys. Control C and paste back in your order items. All done, and just separate them with the comma. That's it. So our model connection is done, guys. Now let's close your model also, and the order.php tables. Perfect. So we are back on the Livewire checkout controller. Okay, and now guys, let's begin with inserting this form data. So first we'll be doing the validation of this. So first step, let's get started here, creating the public variable, public $full name. Next is email. Next was phone. I mean all this input. Okay, full name, phone number, email, zip code, and address. Email, phone, your pin code or zip code. So pin code I'm going to enter, and here will be the address. All done, guys. And here I just forgot to add 0, so you make sure you add that 0 also. And now guys, you need to create all the form connections. So how can you create that? So let's move on the form, on the basic information. Let's move below. Here is your full name. So just I have already added in the form like name equal to full name, phone, email, pin code, and address. So at this name attribute, you just need to add wire colon model. That's it. So let's paste here wire colon model, and this will get connected with your variables, public variables. Okay, that's it, guys. And now you get back and you see all the variables are same. Okay, and now let's write the rules. So just create one function with the name rules, RULES. Okay, rules function, and you don't need any type or variables. And now guys, let's return in array format. Here you are going to check all this full name. Okay, so full name, which is going to be required, and it's a string, and max you can keep to 121, or I mean 121. Okay, so let's copy and paste. Next is your email. So email, and it's a just add email validation here, and max you can give this. And again, next will be the phone. So add a phone, and required it's an integer, and you can give max to 11 and minimum to 10. Now guys, next is your pin code, and it's required and it's an integer. So let's add integer, and max it's going to be 6 and minimum it's going to be 6. And finally one address. So let's add address here, required, and it's a string. And here let me remove this minimum, and it's going to be 500. And now guys, to validate this, like when the rules checks, you need to show the error mode. Okay, so what you can do, you can just go to this below, input below, and add error. Okay, hit enter and your error shows. So just add full name, and you can display your error and add a small tag dot text danger. All set, and here you show your dollar message. All set guys. So same condition you paste for everything. This is your phone, paste it, copy and paste again the wire colon model email. Let's paste here email, and the for the zip also same pin code. Let's paste here pin code, and again for your address, and paste here address. Perfect guys. So now you get back to your checkout show, and done. So now let's create one function, and the function name you are going to get COD order. That means cash on delivery order we are going to create. So now guys, let's get back to our form, and on the button click. So this is my cash on delivery mode, and this is the button here. So place order cash on delivery, and what we can do, you just need to add wire colon click equal to paste here. So when you click on this button, you just check that, you just go to that function. Okay, so yep guys, first step, you need to do the validation. Okay, so you can tell validated data equal to $this of validate function. Okay, so this will do the validation of your code. So guys, let us just check this output, refresh once. All set guys, and now let's click on cash on delivery. Here I place the order, and you see full name is required, phone name is required, email is required. Okay, everything comes here. So we have the username and email guys. Like when we log in or register, we already store the username and the email address. Okay, so for that you can just get back on your render function, and at this place only, let me copy the variable your full name. Let's copy this full name and paste here $this of full name equals to your authenticated user name. Okay, all set. So same way you are going to paste for your email also. So let's copy this email and call your authenticated user email. Now if you refresh, you see that the data is already available. Okay, so yep, done. And now guys, let's get back to our validated part. Okay, so if we start writing the code here, it looks very messy type. So what we can do, let's create another function and call that function inside this cash order. Okay, cash on delivery order. Create a function like place order, as simple. And what we can do, we can keep this also inside this place order. Let's store here. Yep, and now you can call your order model first, colon create function. All set, and you need to store the data in one variable called order. And now start with your array and create all the columns what you have created. So what we can do, let's get back to this order. Okay, first order model. Let me import the class guys first. So it's imported here. You see that order model. Let's move to this order model. Let's move on model order.php, and here is a, let's copy everything and get back, and you paste here. All set. And now just give a space and tell authenticated user ID you are taking it, and the tracking number. What we can do, will concatenate a random string. Let's add funda hyphen and then just a random string. Let's concatenate that. So str : random. Okay, function of, I just want 10 length of it. So let's import this class, guys. Str class illuminate supports str. Okay, so you need to add that. Let me just show you. If you don't find that, please type this. All set, guys. And now let's get back to the full name, and here like $this of your variable full name. Okay, full name. So this is nothing but the variable from top. Email, phone, pin code and address, same things you have to fill it. So let me just copy this, guys. Copy and paste below. Paste, paste and again paste. Okay, so change the variable names. Email, this will be the phone, and this will be the pin code, and final address. Okay, all set. And now, guys, here, so here we will add in progress. So whenever you place an order, the order will be always progress. Either you pay online or cash on delivery, anything. So by default it is going to be in progress. And yep, so here we move with the payment mode, that is it is cash on delivery or online payment. So both two options are there. So how can you set that? So you can set in a different variable like $this of your payment underscore mode, and let's copy this and just add in the public variable payment mode. $payment mode is equal to null. Okay, or you can create in this form also null. It should be nullable. Done, guys. And now when you place the order, that time you set this variable $this of your payment mode. It's going to be COD or cash on delivery, anything. Cash on delivery, as simple, guys. And now you get the data. And now, guys, coming to the payment ID. So while cash on delivery we don't have a payment ID, like we don't provide the payment ID. Okay, so you can just tell here payment ID and create this also as nullable variable, null variable. So here you move, paste this, payment ID equal to null. So when you required while you pay online, that time we can fill the data or else ignore. And now, guys, let's begin with the order items. So $order items equal to your order item model : create function where. And now, guys, let's go to our order items model and just copy all the fields. So let's move to that order items. Let's go, and here is our order item.php, and these are the fillables, that means the columns. Let's close it and you paste here. And now let's get the order ID. So we have created this variable order. From that order created, we need that ID. So we get that ID and store here. And then, guys, coming to your this product ID, we have to get from our cart table. Okay, so cart table means when we load the page only we are getting the here carts. Okay, so $this of carts, we are storing that. So from that we will get all the cart items and just loop and store the data. So what we can do, let's copy this complete for each loop and just paste here above your order items model. And yep, and then you move this complete order item in the for each loop. So now, guys, you get back to your cart item, copy this and store the product ID. So from this cart table I want my product underscore ID. So from the cart table we are getting it, and then the product color ID also, let's copy and paste here. So product color underscore ID, all set, and then quantity. So again let's copy this and paste here. So quantity, make sure you are writing every spelling correct, and then price. So price is nothing but the product relationship from the carts table we are doing and getting the, from the cart table go to your product relationship belongs to relationship and get the price. All set guys, and now you can remove this, we don't require. So when you place order, it creates the order and stores all your product items in your order items table, as simple. And now guys, let's see, this is, I think we don't require, we are not using anywhere, so you just require remove that and only just use validate function. And now guys, you need to copy this function name and just call here in your COD order. So you set this, now $this of place order, and then let's store this variable like it's COD order. So here we will check whether it comes true or false. So we will check that in if condition. If it is true, then we will show your order placed successfully, else you can show something went wrong. All done guys, and now to show the message we are using dispatch browser event frontend. Okay, so let's get back to our cart model and just copy any of the message dispatch browser event. Let's close back and paste here. So we need to show the message as order placed successfully, and it's a success and 200. And now let's copy this and paste in the else condition, and you can mention here something went wrong, something went wrong, and here you need to show error, and error is about 500, something went wrong, we don't know what it goes. So now let's save, and now guys, let's begin with placing the order. So when you place the order, you see that we are storing the order and storing its item, but we are not emptying the cart. What cart? When you I mean this cart. So this cart items you have to finish. When you place the order successfully, you need to empty that, right? So that time where you can check here, while COD order is true when it is placed successfully, that time you can empty all the cart. So what you need to do, like go to cart ; use where condition and check for the user ID. So authenticated user data is only you are going to delete user ID, and then use a delete function to delete the record, as simple. So whatever the authenticated user, you are going to delete the record. All set guys, and now you can import the classes. So here is our order model, so you need to import the order, import class already imported, and for order item also let's import it. Perfect, it's imported. Let me just show you. So here you see that order and order items both are imported. That's it guys, and now let's begin with placing the order. Let's get back. So here on the checkout page, let's refresh and place the order. Paste the phone number here, your area, Bangalore, India. Click here and you place the order. So let's click on place. Here you see that the phone number must not be greater than 11. Here you see that it's telling like if you give 9 or 10 or 11, this is asking for this condition. It should not be greater than this amount. Okay, so it's not understanding as a string. So what we can do, we just need to change the rule over here. So from integer to let's make it to string guys. Yep. And now let's again set up the phone number and pin code, address, cash on delivery, and place order. So let's see. Here you say something went wrong. Okay, so here you see that we have called this function. So let us check that our order table has been inserted or not. It's just this condition issue. So let's get back and just go to our database and check for the orders and order items. So let's go here and you see that the order is placed, guys. Okay, so whatever the order is done, it's done over here, and this is the order ID 1. And let's go to order items, the cart items. So there you see your order items also is placed. Perfect. So now guys, you just need to get back to the code, why it went inside this. So you need to return something over here like true or false. So after this coding, you just need to return something which is true or false. So you can just return true. So instead of returning the static true, you can just return this. Okay, so this will tell true or false. Okay, so your order items, which is if order is created, then you are sending it true, and then it will return here. You get that value as true, then it will, obviously it's going to be order placed successfully. Now guys, we have the data. So our cart table is not emptied because the condition did not run correctly. So what we can do, we again place the same data. Okay, select your cash on delivery, and let me just change the name over here and phone number also. All set. And now cash on delivery, place order. Here you see order placed successfully. Okay, done guys. And here you see that our cash on delivery, when we click that, if anything happens, something here, if I just go back and it just refreshes. So how can you achieve that? It's just because one simple code you need to add. Let's go on select payment mode, and on this button here, nav link, make it to active. Okay, and again on this tab pane, you need to set active and make it to show always. So you refresh now, whatever you do, it will be active itself. Perfect. So you see guys, by default it's selected. And now guys, you have successfully placed the order and your cart also is empty over here. Let me just show you the carts table again. So let's move to our carts table. So its cart table is empty, and you move to your orders. Just go and you see that order ID 2 also is created. Again, we have created this for the second time. All set guys. And when you don't have any item in the carts table, so at that time what you need to show, you need to skip all these pages and just tell you have no items added. Okay, or just redirect back, something like that you have to print. So for that guys, you can just get back to the variable where of this, like total amount. Okay, your total product amount. You close this complete row, and here you need to add an if condition. Just add a simple if condition. If this total amount is not equal to 0, okay, else, and just end if, and you show the message in a shadow, like let me add one card and give in a h4 tag. So you save and you add a tag, and make sure you are adding this in a center, text center, and let's give p5 pmd5. And now if you refresh, here it goes. Okay, so if you directly come on the checkout page, you face this. So now guys, once order is placed, so at that time what you want to do, once like when we submit the order, we need to move back or redirect to thank you page. So for that guys, you just need to add a simple code. So let's get back to our checkout show.php, and you need to go on the cache COD click, and here when you clear your data, you just need to use redirect. So here, after showing the message, we need to redirect. Okay, so here you need to use return redirect function to the path, and here we create a thank you page. Okay, so we need to create a route, so let's create it very quickly. And this thank you page is going to be not in the authenticated user, just a normal route colon get method, and you set up that thank you page and you move to the controller. So controller is going to be the front end controller. Let's copy the path, guys. Control C and you paste, and here you type the function name as thank you. Let's copy and go to the front end controller, guys. Let's move. Let's go to the controller front end and front end controller. Perfect. So now create one simple function, and the function name is thank you, and we don't require any data, just return it. Type the code, return view, and here your front end folder dot thank you blade. Okay, so either you keep in a folder or just directly. Okay, not an issue. Let's get back to the resource views, and you move to front end. Inside front end, we'll create a thank you blade.php file. Thank you blade.php file. As simple, guys. And now you just need to design your outer. So let me just copy from here, from the checkout, copy, close, and you get back to your thank you blade, paste here, and just tell thank you for shopping. Okay, so you can copy this again, and let me just design and show you the output, guys. So I have just designed this simple page, guys. Let me just show you this output. So let's copy the path, that is the thank you. Let's copy it and get back and just directly go to the thank you page. Hit enter. Perfect. So if you have a logo, paste your logo or just your brand name, and thank you for shopping with Funda e-commerce. If you require, you can put this in a card or in design assembly. So let me just add that and show you. So here you set a P4, and inside this P4 add a shadow BG white. That's it. All set, guys. Now you get back, refresh, all done. So guys, and if you click on shop now, you just move on this shop now all collections. Okay, so guys, in this video that's it. We have completed with our checkout and placing the order, and let's continue next video with new topic with payment gateways. Okay, so thank you for watching this video, guys. Please subscribe, like and share.